Hello students, once again welcome to Bholanath Academy. Today students we are going to see the problems which are based on redox reaction. Now here students the problem is balance the following redox equation by oxidation number method. Now here students three redox equations are given students. Now first redox reaction students, sulfuric acid. What happens? You add the sulfuric acid with carbon. So you are getting carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and water. Second reaction students, water when react with NaOH, aluminum, it will give sodium aluminum hydroxide and hydrogen gas will be liberated. Okay students, now third reaction students, you have a copper oxide when react with ammonia, it will give you copper solid, nitrogen gas and water as the liquid. Okay students, now how you are going to balance this redox equation students, that we are going to one by one. Now first students, we are going to see a reaction. First equation, you have sulfuric acid when react with carbon solid, it will give you carbon dioxide gas, sulfur dioxide gas and water as a liquid. Okay students, now with the help of oxidation number we are going to balance the equation. Now students, you know the oxidation number of hydrogen, always we are writing how much? +1. Okay students, now total how many hydrogens are there students? Hydrogen atom here, yes 2, that means 2 hydrogen will be here, so you have to this multiply by 2. Now you know the oxidation number of oxygen students, oxygen atom oxidation number is -2. Now here students, how many oxygen atoms are there? That is 4, you have to multiply with 4. Now with because there is no charge in sulfuric acid, so we have to take when you add the sum of the oxidation number, that will be equals to 0. Now with the help of this we are going to calculate the oxidation number of sulfur. Now if you know the oxidation number of hydrogen and oxygen, you can calculate the oxidation number of sulfur. Now here students, hydrogen 2 plus and this is -8, so it will come -6. When this -6 will go on that side, that which it will becomes +6 will be the oxidation number of sulfur, that we have already seen in the last video. Okay students, so now here carbon is a solid state, the oxidation number will be always 0. Okay students, now what happens in carbon dioxide students? Oxygen atom has oxidation number -2, but here total 2 atoms are involved, so you have to multiply by 2 because there is no charge. Okay students, now what will be the oxidation number of carbon here? The carbon oxidation number will becomes, now students, it will become +4. Understanding? So in this molecule carbon dioxide, carbon oxidation number will be +4 because this will be -4, this -4 will go on that side, it becomes +4, that we have already seen in the last video. Now here also students, you can calculate the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfur dioxide. You know the oxidation number of oxygen atom is -2. Now total 2 atoms are involved, so that is multiplied by 2. Now when you see the sulfur oxidation number, it will becomes +4. Understanding? This is the oxidation number student. Same thing you can write the oxidation number of oxygen in water, that will be -2. So what will be the oxidation number of hydrogen? You know that is -1 plus 1 multiplied by 2. Okay students, so once you have written the oxidation number students, now your second step is you have to see where the oxidation number increases, where the oxidation number decreases. Okay students, when you see the students, in reactant side there is a +6 sulfur on this side, reactant side, and sulfur on the product side, the oxidation number decreases from reactant to product, it is decreasing. Okay students, so there is a decrease in the oxidation number, so you can write what, why it is decreasing? That means it has gained the electrons. If this have taken the negative charge, then only it will become +4. So how many electrons sulfur will have gained in the reactant side? There is a gain of how many electrons? 2 electrons. So then only it will convert to +6 to +4. Okay students, so gain of electron is also called as students, what is called as, if you are getting that is called as reduction. This is the reduction. Now what happens students, when you see in carbon dioxide, the carbon oxidation number on the reactant side is 0, and it is what, increase from 0 to +4. We lost 4 electrons, loss of 4 electrons, that loss of 4 electrons, that means there is an oxidation, there is oxidation number increases, that means oxidation. Okay students, now your total loss and gain students, if you want to equalize the loss of total number of electron, here you have to multiply in the sulfur, you have to multiply by 2. That means on both the reactant side as well as product side, you have to multiply by 2. Now your balance equation, now you are balancing the equation, will be twice, new equation will be 2 times H2SO4, which is aqueous, and carbon will be as it is, it will gives you carbon dioxide gas. Now here also you have to multiply with 2, SO2 which is gas instead, and it will gives you water as a liquid. Okay students, now students, when you see sulfur is balanced on both the side, 2 sulfur here, 2 sulfur here. Now oxygen students, here total number of oxygen is 8 oxygen, but here you can see oxygen is how much? 7. 2 oxygen from carbon dioxide, 4 oxygen here, that is 6, and water is having 1. So if you want to balance the oxygen, here you have to add 1 more molecules of water on the right hand side. So your balance equation students, it will becomes twice of H2SO4 aqueous, you have to add water molecules on this side, carbon, and your balance equation will be CO2 gas twice of sulfur dioxide gas and 2 molecules of water. So this way it is we can balance the redox reaction. Okay students, now we are going to see the second reaction students. We are going to balance the redox equation on both the side. Now water react with NaOH with aluminum, it will give the sodium aluminum complex and it will form the hydrogen gas. Now students, again we are going to write the oxidation number of all. Oxidation number of in oxygen in water is how much students? -2. Okay, oxidation twice because 2 atoms. Same here, it will be what? +1, -1. What about sodium students? So +1. Okay students, now aluminum students, because it is a solid, the oxidation number will be, this is the complex Na plus, you can, this is minus. Okay students, now you can write because of +1 child will be +1. Now students, here the oxidation number is -1. Understand, -2 + 1 will be -4 because -1 is outside, so it will becomes +3. Understanding students how the aluminum oxidation number is coming +3. Now here, because it is a hydrogen gas, there is oxidation number will be 0. Hydrogen, here it is a, you can say there is a change in the oxidation number of hydrogen. Okay students, because of the 1 electrons, there is a gain of 1 electron, it will become 0. So gain of 1 electron, if you, there is a gain of 1 electron, this here oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, sorry, +1, because of gain of the 1 electrons, 1 positive charge, 1 negative charge will become 0. Okay students, now when you see the aluminum, here students, oxidation number is changing, oxidation number increase from 0 to +3. Here students, oxidation number changes from 0 to +3, that means there is a loss of 3 electrons, there is a loss of 3 electrons. Now students, when you balance, if you want to balance the number of electrons students, so here you have to multiply by 3, this gain is multiplied by 3, so in both the side we have to multiply by 3, the equation, say the equation will becomes H2O, that is thrice 3 times H2O combines with 1 times NaOH aluminum solid, it will gives you NaAlOH 4 times aluminum hydroxide, and because you multiply, so this will be also become 3 times H2 gas. Okay students, now here students, there is a problem, gain of 2 electrons, because here 2 hydrogen is there students, so here you have to write 2 electron, it will accept 2 electrons. Okay students, now total gain, if you want to 3 to just 6. Now if you want to gain and loss, if you want to make equal, so you have to multiply this equation by 2, that means here it will becomes 2 times aluminum combines with 2 times these whole molecules. Now if you want to balance the sodium here students, again you have to make it twice. Okay students, so this is the way students we have balanced the equation. Now if you want to balance the oxygen students, you have to add the, now when you see the oxygen on the reactant side students, total how many oxygens are there? 3 oxygen plus 2 oxygen, 5 oxygens are present on the reactant side. When you see the oxygen on this side students, this is how much? 8 oxygen. Now here the oxygen is more, 3 oxygens, you have to first, here you have to add 3 water molecules, adding 3 water molecules on reactant side. So students, your balance in third step only you will get the balance, it will become 6. When you add 3 water molecules students, it will become 6 H2O plus 2 NaOH plus 2 aluminum solid, it will gives you 2 times sodium AlOH aluminum hydroxide plus 3 hydrogen gas. So this is the balance equation students. This way we can balance the redox equation. Okay students, now we are going to see the third equation students. Third redox equation students, copper oxide react with ammonia and gives you copper solid, nitrogen gas and water molecules. Now students, we are going to again write the oxidation number of oxygen atom in copper oxide will be -2. What about copper? It will becomes +2. Now students, you know the hydrogen oxidation number, we are taking +1 because here it is what, 3 atoms are there, to multiply by 3. So oxidation number of nitrogen will be -3. Now because the copper solid, students, oxidation number will be always 0. Nitrogen gas oxidation number will be 0. Now here students, water molecule, this is -2 and this is becoming -1 twice. Okay students, now once you retain the oxidation number, students, now see which oxidation number is, where it is increasing, where it is decreasing. Now students, here you see copper oxidation number is +2, now it is decreasing. There is a decrease in oxidation number by gain of electrons. So how many electrons it will take to make +2 to 0? So there is a gain of 2 electrons. So +2 and -2 will be 0. What about students nitrogen? When you see the nitrogen, students, there is an oxidation number is -3. It is going to be, the oxidation number increases from -3 to 0 by the loss of, now -3, that means there is a loss of 3 electrons. Okay students, now students, if you want to equalize the electrons, this you have to multiply by 2 and these electrons you have to multiply by 3. That means this side also you have to multiply by 3, this side also multiply. Here you have to multiply by 2, this side also you have to multiply. Now the new equations will be, students, now second step will come. This is the first step, students. The second step you will get 3 times copper oxide react with 2 times NS3 gives you, now you are multiplying 3 times copper solid and 2 times, you are multiplying this side also, 2 times nitrogen gas, and the water molecule will be like this. Okay students, now once again just check the number of oxygen, students. Here 3 oxygen, but here you are getting only 1 oxygen. So here you have to adding 2 water molecules on product side. Okay students, now your balance equation in third steps, you will get the balance equation. Copper oxide plus 2 times NS3 gives you 3 times copper solid plus 2 nitrogen gas, and if you add 2 molecules, students, it will becomes 3 molecules of water. So this is the balance, students. These are very important, students. If you like my video, please share it, subscribe it. Thank you very much.